Welcome to Front Royal. We are here at the Warren County Fair, just a few minutes down the road from Winchester, Virginia. We had a rain shower right about the 6:20 hour. We recovered. Lasted about 30 minutes. And then we've been working the track, and it just got prepped. Out of bounds is the dirt barrier. It coincides with the signs for the full pole markers. And we're gonna go as long as we can. Sorry about that, bumped the camera. And we get what we get. Let me know what you think. And if the internet goes away, so be it. That's what's going to happen. This is Dragon Motorsports at Front Royal, Virginia. We were in Winchester last couple nights. They said go live last night, but there wasn't any signal. Sorry about that. Tonight we got a little bit of signal, so we'll stay with it as long as we can. Programming note, we'll be in Langford, New York, running the board, the LED board for Full Pole Productions on Saturday and Sunday. And we're about to get started here with some street diesels. We're in street diesels first to kind of break up the track. Then I think we're gonna go, we had a few classes bug out. Okay, so we're supposed to run 62 National, 8,000 pound light pro stock. And we might have a few Pro Farm test hits. We're not going to do anything fancy, no replays tonight. We don't even have a leaderboard. I'll try to, if I can hear it, I will tell you the distance. Do you want a plank to get over there?
It's a little muddy.
Get you some boots, man. Boots and pants and boots and pants. Hold on now. We ready, Kevin? Yes, sir. He's ready. Got little pup Mason Brizendine in the cab tonight. Temple Brizendine is going to be your starting line organizer. John Nickel on the mic. And all these beautiful people here, Front Royal.
All right. Y'all ready for a truck you're trying to pull out here tonight?
Yeah.
Well, if you've been waiting in the rain, we had 2 feet of water back over here.
Yeah, I did 22,000 miles.
Kids loved it. Dalton Drummond on an 04 Ford. This is a straight run with your road diesel. $287.59 for Dalton Drummond. Bucky Eagle next on deck.
This is Tyler Saffel.
On his 97
Bucky Eagle's
Ford.
next.
Down Tyler looking up to the hammer sled. We didn't strike any white lines down the out of bounds. They just said if you hit the barrel of dirt, you're in DQ. Save it on the line.
And the weasel did in fact go pop on that one for Tyler Saffel. You can hear the little pieces in the turbo there, sounds like.
Don't y'all know secondhand smoke kills? Don't need a tow tractor. Fluid head gasket. Turbo hose. Nothing. Oh, that thing was spooling up. Rolling. Yeah, the turbo's spooling up. Something was in and out of the throttle, getting those tires to hook. Now all of a sudden the motor kind of detuned a little bit somewhere around that 150 mark and then Bucky Eagle coming up next. Overhill Mitchell. 97 Ford.
Sharp looking Ford there for Bucky Eagle. Bucky has a red Mod Street Ford, and then he's got this street diesel, a beautiful, beautiful machine.
Bucky Eagle. All right, Ford fans, where are you? You gotta be out here. I know you're out here somewhere.
294-89, 294-89 for Bucky Engel. Put him on top spot so far. He said number one, that's right. That's right. $187.95. 187.95. 187.95.
And didn't even get his money all too bad.
Next up is Derek Reed and his Dodge. He won last night in Winchester.
Calling it the Run What You Brung, RWP. See how much fuel he'll burn during this run based on the black smoke. close to that 50-foot mark. He just shoved in all the clutch and said, let me try something a little bit different. Sometimes it's a little deceiving when you look at it. It is a little bit of downhill running. Sometimes they say, well, we're going to be running downhill. We might want a little bit higher gear. When you're sliding out on the bottom end, you're talking about everything coming out on you. That sled. That's not the star. That's in the gearbox. These puller starts off with the tight chain. Rear's got green lights.
Alright, well, Buddy says she's already turned the move. Chevrolet, number 38, Jordan. It'd be nice if they wrote down the color of the truck. I think it's red. We don't see Jordan. Let's go to Michael. Michael Wren. On an 01 Dodge. Yep. Go up there on the other side of that trailer, in front of it, grab the 2x4 underneath of it, the long one, and bring it here.
31893, 31893.
You don't know this, but we're just letting you know. You're getting back here, ripping him on. He can hear you. He makes that right foot go down that throttle a little bit harder. He's making everybody happy. Until it breaks. Charlestown on no one dime. These trucks are weighing in probably close to around that 8,000-pound mark. There's a little bit of trouble on the takeoff where they're spinning the tires. By the time that sled gets up and moving somewhere around that 150-foot mark, they're trying to gain as fast as they can go down the track. Michael Ring on the Dodge.
sorry guys, I don't have a lineup sheet or class sheet in front of me. I went over earlier and there's 4 classes and one was crossed off and another was crossed off and another was added. So we just gonna be in a surprise together.
Now we got a family, so we have a minivan. That's the best vehicle ever made. Just come on, they're rooting for you. Now, how did he know to stop right here in front of y'all? 237.84.
237.84, 237.84.
237.84.
It looks like we have the 8,000 pound light limited turbo or light pro stock, whatever you care to call it. It's coming up next. There should be 5 in that class, maybe 6. I think 5. You got Cody Anderson, Ricky Tavener, Jason Bowers, Bradley Seal, and Ryan Lutman. And the Hoagie Harvester. Not sure the order yet, but those tractors are coming up next. Steven Spiegel coming up next.
It'll be Andrew Miller next on deck. Right now, Jordan, 318.93. Setting your leader marker. I believe that's Chevrolet.
Dragon Motorsports and that hammer sled you see come out of Miller's Tavern, Virginia. Little pup, Mason Brizendine, aka the Cut Loose National Modified Color, is actually in the cab. His dad is in the gray shirt off to the right side of the sled. Talking to one of the Garrett boys. The Garretts are putting on this pole, helping with equipment and loaders and everything that you could imagine that it takes to put on this pole. Unlimited welding. Those guys are awesome. So they're based out of Fairfax. They do a lot of work down there. Like their home over here in Front Royal. Linda and Tommy all mixed up. Linda and Tommy all mixed up. They watching from Mannequin Sabbath, Virginia. She said, I don't want to be on camera, but I want to give a shout out.
Dawson, come here. Stay off the road. I don't know why y'all keep going every night. Bradley.
Don't that thing just look mean looking?
They're not in my way.
It's been all week. They've been hanging on the damn road.
Oh, okay.
Well, between the times, I don't know if he's running duals or big old black single.
Okay. I got you.
Right now, Jordan Hoover, Chevrolet sitting in your number 1 spot. Derek Reed, a little bit shorter than that, on the number 2 spot.
$288.78 for Andrew Miller, $288.78. Look at the rake on that thing. Oh my gosh. Said he puts him 4th right now.
Left here in the class.
I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know when the Nationals are going to pull. It's going to be a happy occurrence when it does happen, though.
We have about 3 tractors. 10,000 Pro Farm tractors.
That's an EL. It's the Pre-Max. You know why I want the. You know why I want the Max? Blue Cruise. Did she? Well, you know what? It's got a sweet little monthly payment.
trucks all shooting for the 1, 2, and 3 spot.
Yeah, if y'all want WWPTV to have an Expedition Max, y'all need to go watch some videos. That's what's happening. We've got a few years left on the old Expedition 2015. And it's been doing all right by us. Those twin turbos keep me hauling down the road.
The 2006 Dodge, right? Not going to get past the Chevrolet, be in the #1 spot.
$251.77. So 3 Super Pro Farms coming up next, and then we're gonna have the 5 light limited turbos, and then probably the national 4x4s. Actually, I think it's just Sportsman's running right now. Those are wedge motors.
Never satisfied. Chevrolet, your last puller in the class. Right now, Jordan Hoover, Derek Reed, and Monkey Engel, those are your top 3 right now. 1 left here to go in the class.
27740, 27740. Dustin.
Finish up your Jordan Hoover, number 1 spot. Derek Reed, number 2. Bucky Eagle, number 3 spot.
We'll pan the crowd and let these people know, hey, you were here enjoying this wonderful pull.
John Mayer, 63rd on the cheer pin. He holds it.
There you see in the background Cody Anderson, Jason Bowers, and the Lutman Hokie Harvester
Water injection.
tractors on the hillside.
Equipment on the driver, helmet, fire suit, all the safety equipment on the tractor with the roll cage. You got wheelie bars, skid bars underneath the front, wheelie bars in the back, side shield, steel components in the flywheel area. Talking about intercoolers. That air comes in through the front side of the turbos, spins in the fin, goes through a tube, and it goes through, and the intercooler where cold water is being pumped through and is cooling that air before it goes into the motor. Diesel engines run a whole lot better, more horsepower if you can cram cold air into it. Now they have what we call an ice box on the tractor, filled up with about 80 pounds of ice and water, and they pump that water through the intercooler to cool that air before it goes in. Now on a run, you're going to say, okay, on a run from
Wes Dillinger coming up first in this Pro Farm class.
they'll burn up every bit of that ice, 80 pounds of ice, because that air, that water's going through there, that air's going through there, and it creates heat. That cold air, or cold water running through the cooler, cooling that air, is being pumped back in the tank and then pumped back through. It builds up heat. That's where that ice water helps it cool down, but it burns up the ice. Water injection, spraying water into the turbo. Also, they've got 6 ports on each of the cylinders. These tractors came from the factory about 125 to 150 horsepower based on the specifications from the factory. Stock right off the showroom floor. They're out here tonight, 1,200 horsepower plus. How they're getting that is by the crane. They're using the same block from the factory, 540. They take a 466 block and they bore it at about 540. Then you're getting the piston, aluminum piston, oversized piston, cylinder head, cam, injection pump. You're talking about a pump on these things that's putting out a whole lot more fuel than your normal stock tractor. Then you get into your gears. It's not a factory gear transmission. They have companies out there that make transmissions or gears that go into the rear end housing. They have to run the tractor engine block, tractor rear end, tractor sheet metal, and on the wheelbase specification.
This was a full submerged one.
That thing is just sitting there burned. He's got a valve, or actually a cutoff, that he's just pulled out just a little bit of fuel going into the injection pump that's going out to the 6 cylinder. Now, a lot of these motors are what we call dry block. They're not running any type of radiator to cool down the cylinder head or cool down the block. That's where that cool air helps in that water injection, spraying on top of those pistons to kind of cool down to keep that aluminum from melting. He brings up the RPM, Wes Dillinger, on the John Deere, into the pull of the valve, all the fuel going into.
fastest sticking around this crowd I've ever seen.
Yeah, after that rain, man, they piled in there.
They were hanging out under those awnings over there.
Oh, really?
I would say if you didn't do it for the first one, you also do it for the next two. Fair's fair. Right?
Jake Steve on an international, like the 1066 series. These tractors weighing in 10,000 pounds. The weights that you see out on the front of the nose, they're anywhere between 75 and 100 pounds. Then we call with the belly weight, right in front of the rear wheels. You'll have a little rackle weight there. Balancing the tractor, and then you got weight over on the back of the axle. 20 inches on the hit right on the drawbar. Watch that stroke.
41, 31141. For all hookup, 1466. Program update. We're doing 62 nationals after this class, and then the 8,000 pound light pro.
out here tonight. We'll get a tow tractor. Tow tractor on the track. Where you need? Oh, he needs some season. I didn't understand if you would say liquid crack. That's what that is. I remember my granddaddy had a tractor on the farm, and it wouldn't start. So we would take the can and just shake it at it. The tractor would start. Go ahead and send the tow tractor down here. That'll work.
Hold on.
All right, we got the
Well, my thought is maybe they don't want it split. They want it cracked.
Hey, Kevin, is there a reason they're not rolling? Huh? Greasy?
I
can live with it.
In the
You can live with
four-wheel drive, 650 cubic inch motor, naturally aspirated. Weighing in 6,200 pounds, on the weight of the driver and vehicle. Alrighty, look, either Mike or Chad, either or.
it. So what do we figure out? 2 in this class? Looks like it's going to be Mike Shiflett first, clear cut, and Chad Lamb and Virginia Outlaw second.
Mike Shiflett out of Tappahannock, Virginia, on the truck they call the Clear Cut, sponsored by Shiflett and Son Logan. Around 1940, early 1940s Ford. Once again, 650 cubic inches, naturally aspirated. back, scraping the back area. The bullets can have a clean shot around the pit area and all the way into the staging area.
Working on the right side of that motor this afternoon in the hauler.
He said they've done that.
Needed a specialized tool to make it happen, and they got it ready.
Anybody out here ever been in one of these trucks? Have you? It's got a 1940s Ford. That's a little bit before my time.
Is this 320, Kevin? 320? I think we're at 320 here with this sign, so that leader marker would be right at 319 for Mike Shiflett.
Everybody go and get some of these. Chevrolet fans, where are you? They will stay out here. We'll see what happens. 3, 2, 9, 11. 27.6. Everything is designed. Track to be 30 feet wide and 330 feet long. And 297. Normally run somewhere around 330. Now, the rain that we've had, and that gentleman in that John Deere tractor right there, motor grader making it all work, put the track right back where if you just pretend it's never rained. The track conditions are just exceptional, good. Puts them right there at the 330 mark. Everything is working real good. Looks a little wet. Good full conditions out here tonight. Chad Lamb, Virginia Outlaw 2.0. With the Chevrolet. Picked up a win about 3 weeks ago with the Chevrolet. Placed in the top 5 in the last 2 books. Chevrolet. Now these trucks weighing in 6,200 pounds. You can see that the rear end is really, really light. You can basically go out there and pick the rear end up on the front. Four-wheel drive, all the counterweight goes way out on the front. Why that is, that weight way out on the front is holding those front tires down on the track. You go to hook the back of the truck, it wants to lift the front, pulling the tires up. The suspension is made to be able to put the weight out on the front and keep those tires glued. Because the down pressure from the sled weighing in about 40,000 pounds, will transfer weight on the sled to about 70,000 pounds of weight as the vehicle is moving.
295.59, 295.59. He windowed it. Windowed the block. Hole in the block. Tough run for Chad Lamb. Light limited turbos coming up next. He's going to scrape this off. A little bit of oil there.
£8,000 light road stock tractors coming up next. Chris Lutman on the Hokie Harvester coming up first. Ricky Taverner, Bradley Seal, Cody Anderson, Jason Bowers.
Call it the ultimate dyno, I guess.
These tractors came from the factory with 466 cubic inch. They run a P-pump, injection pump, 7100 series pump, big old pump, 14 millimeter plungers. You're talking about dumping a lot of fuel. And they're running one single turbo, 3.4 on the inlet, 4-inch exhaust wheel. These tractors weighing in 8,000 pounds. Somewhere around that 1,200 and 1,500 horsepower, give or take. If you ask them, they'll give you a number. Chris Lutman on the Hokie Harvester, your first puller in class. Last night, Winchester.
314-00-314 even.
WWPTV, Bill Witt, that's WWPTV. You can go on the YouTube channel, subscribe, hit the like button, thumbs up. WWPTV. Just want to keep all over the East Coast, Pennsylvania, all the way down along the Grand River. Factory blocks. They can run aftermarket heads. They have to have the same specifications, same height, width, everything as a stock OE counterpart.
Do you want to reset it? Do you want to reset the sled?
166 cubic inches.
I would. I know.
What makes the horsepower is that turbo. You're bringing the air in about the size of a Dixie cup. That air coming into that turbo, it spools in and blows that air about 80 pounds plus on pushing pressure going into the intake. Ricky Taverner out of Berryville on the tractor he calls the Red Tornado.
29981.
Bradley Seal coming up next out of Madison, Virginia. Bradley Marnell finished up the #1 spot in Manchester last spring. I believe he's set to the #1 spot in the Bradley from New Holland.
Where'd y'all go to eat?
Fort Rocky.
What'd you get? Chicken?
Yeah.
Burgers? I don't mind it. I like the chicken.
I've never been to it. It's actually pretty good.
Hold on to that.
Talking about the difference between the trucks and the tractors pulling the weight in there. It's different. You got a truck pulling the front tractor. Weight, change weight, change gears, and the sled. Weigh around 1,800 pounds and weight in the sled. The sled has 5 different gears for it. This tractor will be an 8,000 pounds. Take the pan. On the back of the pan, on the bottom of the pan, it's not smooth. It's got little ripper teeth.
Well, you
in the back.
know, good to see you.
We've got what we call the accumulator. There's 2 cylinders on the back of the pan. In front of those axles, you see the rear tire, 2 cylinders. Right now, the back of the pan is up off the ground. It comes down through the track.
Based on what the rain that we got, I think it's doing fabulous. Well, I know why they want to roll it.
What that does, transfers the weight,
Give them
tries to
something to
pick up
scratch
the
at.
whole rear end of the sled.
I get it. But look at it, it's going back nice and low. I don't see too many holes in it.
Pulling vehicle. Where we get our 70,000 pound weight from is the square inches on the ground, the friction and the rippers and the resistance. Mathematically, you got to go to school to figure all this out. And you can zip those and do everything. It comes out to be close to 70,000 pounds of weight to 80,000 pounds based on how much weight
I'll go for Amelia.
you put on.
I'll go to Pittsfield, Pennsylvania, Friday night.
Things a
And
little
back to
bit
Amelia.
different. You see a sled, truck stops
And then
here.
I got a
you
guy
see the weight
filming for
box.
me at Manassas, but I gotta buy a
Truck goes down there,
camera,
you see the
tripod,
weight box on the
monitor.
tractor. It's all done by gear
Yeah,
selection.
value.
Now, the gear never changes in that class. So the tractor, that box is
No, I'm going to Langford, New York.
Class is the same place. Just being able to get that sled moving.
Smoking and going.
Tires going to run a little bit faster than the next board. You would carry the weight a little bit further. Bradley Seal out of
Who is it? Is it
Madison,
Mountain Road?
Virginia.
What is it? Appalachian Outlaw?
On the New Holland sheet metal. Bradley's been pulling probably 25 years. Started off with a hot rod tractor. Forward. Took a little break, then all of a sudden the SEAL camp said, hey, we're going to start building.
Bradley Seal, mother-in-law's nightmare.
Ford fans, it doesn't matter if it's a wheelbarrow, bicycle, car, truck, tractor. If you're Ford, it's Ford. Let's go.
1, 288.11.
Coming up next.
I don't know if they used it.
I was just talking to Chad on Virginia Outlaw, and he said he had a little bit of trouble. I said, how much? He said, about that big of a hole in the block. Connector rod come loose and it did it. And he's smiling. A hard smile, man. I know what it's going to take to put the motor back together. That's trash. You got to start all over again. Pull out the blueprint. Cody Anderson on the International.
Yeah, sweaty on it.
He said that's full. Give out in the track or give out in the shop. Have a little bit of water on that. Get that thing clean up a little bit. It'll spoil that big turbo. Make it a little bit like color. Watch the change.
Takes over the #1 spot for Cody Anderson.
Yeah. Are they broken up?
Somebody didn't like somebody.
Hi, dude. Extracurricular activities at the Warren County Fair.
What y'all figure out?
That's the one thing we draw between the pullers. They look the track over one way or the other. Sled back towards the center. Remember, one tractor moved over a little bit. Now a good fight over here. Cody moved over a little bit. Right now, we're number one spot. One to go in the class. Then we got Chris Michael coming out from the New Holland on the exhibition run. One left tractor here in the International. Jason Bowers. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for coming out here tonight. We got 2 tractors that will finish up tonight. Thank y'all for being patient with us. Track crew's done a wonderful job. Hats off to the operator on the John Deere and Mike and his crew, making sure we can get this pull in here tonight.
That's Unlimited Welding, INC, out of Fairfax. Mike Garrett and his crew. Jason Bauer, International Harvester.
Jason is just about the center of the track. He just saw what happened.
We have a Mod Turbo exhibition coming up next. I believe it's Blue Line, Chris Pangle.
This is when you're trying to figure out if I move weight off the front end and put it on the back. Then if my front end gets up too a little bit, then I've got to hit the brake to steer the tractor. Trip one way or the other. You're touching the brake. That kind of slows the momentum of the tractor, and it will result in a little bit fewer feet trying to brake.
I'll see you.
Have a safe trip, Will.
Smart Turbo running in that 2100, 2200 horsepower range. Limited to an A pump on the injection. 540 cubic inch, 8,500 pound. Last one.
All that fuel in, pumped into the cylinder. Pre-burn it. Pulling back and trying again, a little bit on the high side on the gear. These tractors probably have about 3 gears go forward and 1 for reverse and then pulling. About 1/2 difference in the cog.
Hey, I got mud on my foot.
Pulling back and trying again. Did you see where he was stepping on the clutch, trying to disengage the clutch and get the RPMs up? Once you kind of get on the back side of that charger, you put pressure on both sides, it kind of stops turning.
I'm a graphic as a designer. Send it to you and go pick it up if you're in that console.
Thanks for tuning in. See y'all next time.